I'm Nicole Lee from Twit and Before You Buy, and this is my review of the ZTE Fury, an entry-level Android phone from Sprint. Now, the name ZTE Fury kind of implies a fast and furious, kind of an angry-looking phone. But I have to say, the ZTE Fury is quite the opposite. In fact, it's quite calm and serene-looking. It has a very typical run-of-the-mill Android phone design. As you can see, sort of curved corners, very simple, compact, lightweight, quite slim as well. On the side here, you do see a little bit of a chrome trim. On the back here is a nice rubberized finish. On the back, sort of tiny little polka dots for just a little bit extra grip. On the side, you do get the volume rocker as well as the micro USB port. Beneath the display, you do get the usual 4 Android hotkeys like the home, menu, back, and search functions. On this side, you get the camera button, and on the top, you get the screen lock key as well as the headset jack. On the back of the phone is the 5-megapixel camera and LED flash. The ZTE Fury's display is a 3.5-inch capacitive touch HVGA resolution display. Now, I'm not entirely a big fan of HVGA displays just because I do think it's a little bit fuzzy. And just scrolling around the navigation screen and so forth, I did find it to be a little bit jagged, a little bit unresponsive at times. This might depend on what applications you're running in the background, of course. Now, the ZTE Fury ships with Android 2.3 Gingerbread, which is not the latest ice cream sandwich. But I do forgive it just because it is an entry-level phone. And I don't think everyone needs ice cream sandwich if you're looking to save a little bit of money. So I think it's fine for now. The ZTE Fury has the usual Android features, Gmail, Google Maps, and all of that. It has a few Sprint bloatware applications like Sprint Zone and Sprint ID and Ringtone, the usual Sprint bloatware apps. But I have to say the UI itself is not very cluttered. There's no specific skin like an HTC Sense or a Samsung TouchWiz. This is just pretty vanilla Android, except for a few Sprint apps here and there. One aspect of the software that I did not like was Sprint ID. Sprint ID is essentially Sprint's way of letting you customize your Android phone with a variety of quote-unquote ID packs. So there are like sort of AOL ID packs and entertainment packs. And what these do essentially pre-install or install a whole slew of applications and games and wallpapers and different style of launcher apps just to customize the look of your phone. Now, what I don't like about these ID packs is that when you install a particular pack, it goes ahead and installs dozens of apps and a bunch of wallpapers that you might not necessarily want. And if you want to uninstall a pack, you can do that. But those applications that you installed will still remain. You have to sort of manually uninstall them by hand. The ZTE Fury comes with 512 megabytes of RAM and 4 gigabytes of ROM. It does also have a micro SD card slot on the back if you want to input more memory. In fact, the ZTE Fury comes with 2 gigabytes micro SD card pre-installed. As for the camera, I have to say for an entry-level phone, the camera was not too bad. There is a very slow shutter response time. That's true. But the quality itself, it's okay. And much better than I expected for a $20 phone. For those who are into video calls, however, do note that the phone does not have a front-facing camera. The ZTE Fury ships with a 1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, which makes it quite zippy from time to time. We could launch applications quite quickly. The ZTE Fury has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, as well as connectivity with Sprint's 3G service. Now for the pros and cons of the ZTE Fury. The pros are that it's compact and lightweight. It's only $20 with a new 2-year service agreement, which is quite inexpensive for a phone that has a 1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor and a decent 5-megapixel camera. The cons of the phone is that the screen resolution can be a little bit fuzzy, and the Sprint ID package is not my favorite. As for buy, try, or don't buy, Since it's only $20 with a new 2-year service agreement, I think it's a buy, especially for those who are on a budget or for families who want to give like a cheap Android phone for kids. I'm Nicole Lee, and this has been my review of the ZTE Fury.